They, in pointing out what are the most important things on the spiritual path, they not only point out the darshan of a perfect living master, the initiation by a perfect living master, they also say satsang of a perfect living master. The satsang means sang or company of the truth, of sat, company of the truth. Nothing is more truth available to us in physical life except a person who is continuously in touch with the truth. And that's a perfect living master. So that is why to have frequent meetings with the perfect living master is a great way to make progress. Now this is not how much meditation you do. These are things that add to the value. You might notice if you have been meditating for a while, some days are very good and some days are not so good in meditation. If you attend satsang regularly, have the company of the master, you will find that the good satsang days increase rapidly, significantly. So therefore satsang, or the company of the sat, of the company of the truth, is very important. Of course, when I came to this country, United States, first time, I heard people talking about sat sang. I didn't first understand. I thought what they meant is we all sat and we sang. I thought we just sit and chant. I thought the chanting session. And therefore, but the real meaning that we need the company of the truth came up because if you can't be with the master, you can be with like-minded people who also are in love with the master in the same way you are. And when you share stories of the master, it's also satsang. It's not necessary to have a big crowd to make a satsang. Two people talking about master is a satsang. Two people sharing information about the master is satsang. But satsang keeps us on track and speeds up those days when meditation is good. Now, we might talk of meditation independently and say that's how we should do it, third eye center or all that stuff. But these other additions to progress on the spiritual path are equally important. And that's why we should not ignore those other parts of life. Some people have asked me that we have so much worldly work to do. We are so engrossed in worldly work. And we have to do it for our living. We have to do it to take care of our families. And you are saying, put high priority on the spiritual path, on meditation. How can we do it? Should we ignore all our worldly duties? Should we just give up our life and go sit under a tree and just meditate all the time? I said, no. People who have gone, left everything, gone under a tree have never got anything. For the simple reason that what they have to be detached from is not running away from the world, but running away from the attachment in the mind. I have seen people who run to the trees and the forest and go to mountain tops to meditate. They are constantly thinking of what is happening back home. They are missing something. And their mind is all in that. And they are not getting any benefit by running away. But if you can be detached while you're working, if you can practice that kind of detachment while you're working, then it's useful. And you can be anywhere. And you can be doing anything. You can be doing any work. And you can be very successful in meditation in the midst of it. A few tips for that. One is that when you work for a living, your thought is, I have to work to get my wages, to get my compensation, to take care of my family. Give up this thought. Say, I am working because Master put me in this position to work. Thank you, Master. Little change. All the work you do, say you're working for the Master and he's taking care of everything. It's just an attitude. A change of attitude. And makes you a good meditator anywhere in the midst of all the work you are doing. If you put all the work as being done for the Master. It's an attitude only. It's only change in thinking. Nothing else will change. You'll work the same way. Nobody will notice the difference. You will feel the difference. One tip. And second tip is that do your meditation while you're working. That means when something is being done at work, say, Master, thank you, this worked fine. That means any problems, any results in your business, in your work, in your outside work, You're constantly reminded of the Master, that he's as if connected with either the problems or the solutions. It's also like meditation. When you do that work as if it is meditation, when you do repetition of Simran whenever you have free time, while walking, while driving, while doing other things where your mental attention is not needed, it's like meditation. All these things help you in meditation. Running away does not, because the attachment continues.